Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gothalion, and welcome back to Destiny! We're gonna have a little real talk today, man. Bungie is making a lot of really smart choices moving forward in Destiny that I personally like. The voice chat thing is excellent. What they're doing moving forward with the darkness below is awesome. Big fan of what Bungie's doing. But I feel like they're still missing some pieces to the puzzle. One of the biggest pieces of the puzzle I believe is missing is the ability for all players to get to maximum level. And a lot of hardcore raiders will kind of argue that, well, the only place you need to be max level is the hard mode of the raid. And that will probably be consistent going into Crota's End. But I still feel like players should not be robbed of the maximum growth level for their character. I don't think that's cool, and I think there needs to be some sort of avenue there for players who just don't like to do the raid, and a step has been made in the right direction inside Iron Banner 2.0, which is either out by the time you watch this video, or is coming out next week if you watch this video when I release it. So basically, Iron Banner is going to put out gear that lets players get level 30, but it's only going to be 2 pieces of gear. And you need 3 pieces of level 30 raid quality gear in an exotic, or 4 pieces of raid gear, or 4 pieces of Iron Banner gear going forward. But unfortunately, only 2 pieces will be available to us. So I've had it in my mind that Bungie needs to really add some more creative gameplay modes to Destiny. And one of those modes could be some sort of Horde Mode. Now, I know Horde Mode is something that is pretty standard across first-person shooters and MMOs in general, but I feel like they could do something really interesting with a Horde mode in Destiny, considering that it is a very teamwork-based game, and it is a sort of mode that could have matchmaking, and basically your rewards would go up as you go through the mode. I would call it Arena, along with Arena gear. And the way you get Arena gear, which would be on par with Raid gear, is make it to the very high levels inside the Horde mode. Let's say that they are 20 rounds deep. You make it 20 rounds in, and you get yourself a random piece of Arena gear. Now, Arena gear could be anywhere from weapons to armor to what have you. Something else for players to do who don't want to raid. Or shit, players who don't want to do the Iron Banner, because not everybody likes to do PvP. I like PvP, but I'm not amazing at it. So I don't know how successful I'm going to be in the Iron Banner. But I do know that I like PvE, and I feel like I'm pretty decent at PvE. And I feel like I would do pretty well inside a Horde mode, and this is something that could be fun. Why? Because they already have systems in place to make it interesting. They could add things like random modifiers, random burns. They could throw down juggler on you. They could throw down light switch on you, and they could add more of these random adjustments as you go along and get deeper inside of the arena. It can make it really interesting, and it can make it a really fun, original part of this game. And it seems like Bungie just keeps almost being to where I feel like they could be with this amazingly fun, creative game that just isn't quite living up to all of its potential. And all I want is for Destiny to live up to its potential. So, some sort of Horde mode, Bungie. Let's see it, dude. Give us increasingly better rewards the deeper we get in the Horde mode. Give us matchmaking for a Horde mode. Give us the arena gear, and give more players the opportunity to get to the higher level inside the game, to max out their character. If I was someone that didn't like to raid, it would bug me. And anybody who feels like, man, if you can't raid, you don't deserve to be 30, you're kind of an elitist, and that's not a good way to be, man. Think about that. You know, this is about fun. This is a video game. And a Horde mode would be an awful lot of fun going forward inside Destiny. Let me know what you guys think. Sound off in the comments section below. Is some sort of Horde mode with increasing rewards and adding in modifiers to it something that you would want to see? Hell, they could drop down strike bosses on us as we're going through the Horde mode to add a little bit more difficulty. Holy shit, that would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all back inside Destiny.